Hey guys, and welcome to Traveling Tuesdays TV. If you're looking for airline reviews, if you're looking for travel tips, if you're looking for some travel tea, then you're in the right place. Who am I? This is my first YouTube video, so let me just introduce myself a little bit. I'm Abena. The reason why this channel is called Traveling Tuesdays is because I was born on Tuesday. Yep, that's my name. And I like traveling, obviously, and I've been traveling properly for the past 3 years. I've lived in 3 countries in my life, and so traveling is something that's really cool to me and really passionate about, and I hope that can help you and inspire you to travel more. So today, I'm bringing you an airline review on British Airways, yes, BA. I'm Ghanaian, and last year was the year of return to Ghana, so it was 400 years after the stop of slavery, basically, when the first slaves were taken off the west coast of Africa to the Americas. Ghana made it very much like a marketing tool. Black people from all over the world, the diaspora, to just come and come back to Ghana, just can't return kind of thing. So a lot of people going to Ghana, especially during Christmas. There were so many festivals, and there was Afro Nation, it was popping. And going to Ghana during Christmas is basically peak time. It's not cheap. The prices were skyrocketing. And I think this year, the airlines, they knew we were coming. So those prices were off the charts. And there are some airlines that will give you kind of indirect flights. So you might have to transit, but you still get to Ghana, and it's a bit cheaper. You might find some for less than £1,000. Yeah, it's literally that expensive. But British Airways has a monopoly in England because they're the only people that fly direct from England, where there's a huge Ghanaian community, to Ghana. They basically, they can afford to raise their prices. When I told my dad, he doesn't trust some of these small airlines or these indirect airlines. He was just like, those people are unknown entities. How can my dad call airlines unknown entities? Would you even sit on that plane after he's told you that? So I chose BA. BA doesn't have that much of a good reputation when they're flying to Ghana. A lot of people think that they're second-class planes that they take to Africa. A lot of people think that they're always delayed. So I'm just gonna review my experience basically this time around. So even though I've been talking about British Airways going from England to Ghana, obviously there are return flights from Ghana to England, so I'll be looking at that instead. What I'm gonna use to review my flight is a system that I found from another YouTuber called Willem. He's a French YouTuber. I watched some of his YouTube videos last year and they're really helpful for me, so I'm going to use the same format, so I just want to give him that credit. But basically, I'm going to be reviewing British Airways according to their customer service in the airport, their punctuality, do they leave on time, their customer service, inside the plane itself, to how comfortable the journey was, how comfortable it is in the plane, and that includes entertainment and also the food. So there's 5 things I'm going to be reviewing concerning British Airways today. So number 1, customer service on the ground. So when I was leaving Ghana, I won't lie to you guys, it was so sad. And I think anyone who goes to Ghana and re-experiences the culture, the castles, just everything, you'd be sad. I literally cried at the airport, guys. Having a good customer service on the ground, I think it's really important because you don't know what people are going through as they're leaving the country. British Airways did really well. So they got in Kotaka Airport, which is in Accra, the capital of Ghana. When you go through the queue, they'll check your bags first. And when they check the bags, there's quite a lot of room. And so if your bag is over, you have space to kind of rearrange your stuff before you even go through to the main queue. Obviously, you can check in online. So when you get there, just drop your bags and go. BA by standard will give you 2 23 kg bags. So you don't really need to think about, when I'm buying a ticket, already it's expensive, and now I need to add luggage to it, that's making it more expensive. It's actually, I think that's quite good. So I think I had very good customer service on the ground. I remember telling the lady at the desk that, I'm sad to leave Ghana. And she was just really nice. She was just kind of funny. It was cool, it was great. So that was really smooth. So in terms of customer service on the ground, I would give them a 7 out of 10. I think the fact that you can have space to rearrange your bag is overweight. The fact that they do it before you go into the line, so you don't have to go to the desk before you realise that your bag is over the limit. The fact that the customer service people are really kind of smiling and kind of understanding. I think that's really great. So 7 out of 10 for British Airways. So then we go to punctuality, number 2. They were on time getting us onto the plane. We were not on time leaving Accra. I think we were meant to leave just before 11, but then the pilot kind of came through the speakerphone. Usually the pilot would just introduce himself, be like, you know, it's clear winds, we're gonna get in on time. No, he was like, basically didn't have a generator, and so they had to like boot up the engines themselves, and something about how one of the engines was failing to boot. So we actually left over an hour late, and we're just sitting there in this hot plane. Like, you know, already, like Ghana is about 30 degrees average, like around December time. I mean, they went around the cabin giving us water, but like, yeah, like, you know, you just need some nice fresh air conditioning. Like, yeah, like that was a myth, because obviously the plane was on. Obviously technicalities like that, you can't really avoid it, like they happen. Also, it was nice that the pilot explained why we were late, but at the same time I felt like some people just get scared, like, oh my goodness me, like an engine's not working, like, I don't know. But we made it safely. But for punctuality, I'm sorry, but I have to give them 5 out of 10. Thirdly, customer service on the plane. So I think the travel hosts and hostesses were quite friendly. They did what was required of them. They served us, you know, the different meals and whatnot. I was actually in economy plus, not economy, and so they did come around with drinks from time to time. They were quite available. I think sometimes you can sit in a plane and once they finish serving you the food, that's it. Like, you can't find anyone. But the guy that's in charge of my part of the cabin, he was quite good, quite available. So I think when it comes to customer service, I'll give them another like 7 out of 10. Nothing outstanding, but like they did perform, I guess. Yeah. That leads me on to comfort. So how comfortable was it? So as I already said, I got upgraded to economy plus. Like, I don't think it's worth paying for economy plus, but if you do take British Airways quite often, I recommend getting onto their subscription service. So if you fly them quite a lot, sometimes they will just favour you and like upgrade you. My dad has set up a family account, so actually even if one of us doesn't really fly that much, anything, because maybe my dad likes British Airways a lot, and or someone else has flown, you can kind of like fly off their air miles and get upgrades and whatnot. So that was really great. I think a loyalty scheme is really important. BA really does perform with that loyalty scheme. You do get upgrades, you do get your miles and whatnot. I think economy plus is really great in terms of leg space. I had leg space just kind of like literally stretch out my legs. It wasn't like sardines, like, you know, economy can feel like sardines. It wasn't like that. Also, they gave you this kind of pouch. Yeah, like this pouch. Like, it's really cute, isn't it? And inside of it, you literally open it, and it's like they've got obviously the usual stuff, like you get socks. I haven't used them. You get an eye mask, and honestly there was some other stuff in there. I think there was like toothpaste, toothbrush, like really useful stuff. But also there's lip balm. I actually still have this lip balm. It's meant to be a honey flavoured lip balm enriched with shea butter, vitamin E and cocoa butter, and it's basically meant to kind of, yeah, basically when I sit in a lot of planes, it can feel really dry. So I think the fact that they thought of this, that someone might need lip balm, I think that's really, really cool. The entertainment was really great. They had a wide selection of movies, TV shows. The chairs reclined well. These are things you get in economy plus. I've sat in economy before, and in economy you don't get an eye mask, which sometimes can be very essential for you to sleep. It is a lot tighter. So I think for economy plus, I'd give it 8 out of 10. I could recline, I could charge my phone, I had this really nice pouch, lip balm, like, yo, all the works. But obviously I paid for economy. That was just by chance, and if I was sat in economy, I don't think I would have had the same experience. Finally, the most important thing is the food. Airplane food, nah, it's not the one. I'm sorry, it's really not the one. I think on this case, it was okay. It wasn't too bad. They gave us menus so you could actually see what you could choose. They also gave us drinks menus. I think that was really, really cool. They can see a drink menu, so you can see kind of like the different types of alcohol, cocktails you could get. It wasn't really cocktails, it was more like a gin and tonic or something like that. So very simple things, but I think that's really great to outline that, so that by the time they come, you don't waste time, you know what you want. Usually there's a choice between chicken and beef, and I got the beef one, so I was like, why not? It was like beef stroganoff with like mashed potato and some like peppers. It was okay, it wasn't too flavoursome. Obviously they give you salt and pepper for you. You're like us, you need it, you know. The salad looked a bit dry. If you're someone and you're not really into plain food, then I don't think you would like it. I don't think it was one of those things that was like, oh my goodness me, it's changed my view. Now I like plain food. It was just it was okay. Because it's a long haul flight, they came around like an hour before we landed with these kind of like baked kind of dough balls. Inside there's like almost like a stew. It's like a chicken beef kind of stew with like onions and like peppers, and it's within this pastry, and that was actually really, really tasty. I think it tasted really nice, and at least it was hot as well. Some airlines would give you like cold sandwiches, but to have something hot in the morning with a bit of tea, I think that's quite good. So for food, I'll give it a 7 out of 10 as well. It's okay. I mean, to be honest, like plain food, you can't really expect too much. After taking the average of all the scores, VA has, drum roll please, 6.8 out of 10. I think that's an okay mark, but I think what June backs obviously the delays. I got delayed in my flight. Actually, when I was going to Ghana, they also delayed me. Everything else was kind of like, you know, standard, what you expect. And so I would recommend that if you want like feasibility in terms of just going direct to Ghana from England, it's not too bad to go with them. Is it worth the price? Is it worth, you know, buying a more extra ticket just to go direct from England to Ghana, or to take British Airways in general? You know, time is money, and I think if you're someone that you're tight on time, you're working, you have, you know, limited amount of vacation days, then maybe I think it is. And I think you will get to your destination, you will get, you know, your luggage allowance. It is a good luggage allowance, and so it's worth it for that. But if you're looking for like 5-star experience from that price tag, then nah, then it's not. And that's my view. Thank you for tuning into my video. Stay tuned for the next one. Next up, I'm going to be reviewing Ryanair. Complete different end of the spectrum when it comes to airlines, and so we'll see how that goes. If you have any comments, any follow-up questions, I'd be happy to respond to them. So just put them down below. And if you had your own experiences, you want people to know, also share the tea, please. We need it. Stay tuned. Thank you so much. Bye.